Dear friends, good evening to all of you. I'm Justin, and this is from Gallant IAS. Yes, our prelims 2023. Few months left for the prelims examination in 2023. It will happen on 28th May 2023. Now, aspirants have lots of concerns. One thing is, when should they actually start the mock test series? Whether they should enroll for mock test or not, or simply depend on some free test available in the Telegram channels or in the websites. Even many believe simply practicing previous year questions is enough. And concerns regarding CSAT, concerns regarding the changing trend of UPSC. We know that every year UPSC leaves some surprise in the prelims papers. 2020, surprisingly, they asked lots of questions from agriculture. 2021, lots of questions from sports. Till then, nobody expected questions from sports. 2022, lots of questions asked from international relations in prelims. So 2023 can be social justice or security or society or disaster management. Many surprising elements can be there in 2023. So here it is always nice to understand the demand of UPSC and the changing trend of UPSC. So my advice to all of you is, in order to tackle, in order to crack prelims examination, it is always important to analyze the pattern, analyze the changing trends. At the same time, it is always important to experiment and experience different types of applied questions in the form of mock tests. There is always a tension how to tackle, how to manage the stress. In the examination hall, you attempt the questions and get 60 or 70. Sometimes it is mostly below the cutoff. But the same paper, when you come out of the examination hall, when you do it for the second time, you get to something around 90 plus, 100 plus, etc. After the exam is over, once you are out of the examination hall, when you do the same paper again, you get to more score. You feel more relieved, more relaxed to solve maximum questions. Even you are able to apply your logic. Now the question is how to manage that stress and strain in the examination hall. It's not because of the reason that you don't know the question, don't know the concept. It's because of the reason you are not able to manage your stress, your strain, your tensions in the examination hall. So manage stress management and tackling these different alien questions, or maybe the so-called strange questions, the so-called tricky questions, in a time constrained manner with the same exam hall ambience also matters a lot to clear this examination. Again, tensions are there which is related to CSAT. You may feel that CSAT is like an ocean kind of syllabus, even though it is a qualifying paper. You know some areas like average, ratio, proportion, or profit and loss, and many more areas are there. CSAT means quantitative aptitude, reasoning, and this comprehension. The confusion is what all areas I have to study, what all areas I have to skip, where I have to prioritize, where I should just go for. This confusion is also always there. It's again very important. It's very important to manage the CSAT paper according to the probability principle, according to the idea how much it is yielding, how much it is remunerative or rewarding. There are lots of around 10 to 15 modules in CSAT which you should not compromise. You have to study, but some crazy areas are there which even you can skip. Skipping doesn't mean that you should not touch even once in the preparation journey. But if you have a good mentor, if you have a team of mentors, good mentors, they can guide you. What all things you have to prepare, what all things you have to invest lesser time. Because prelims paper doesn't mean that you have to score 200 out of 200. CSAT also is a qualifying paper. 33 percentage only required. In CSAT also, only 66, 67 marks required to qualify CSAT out of 200. And in paper 1, you are trying to understand the cutoff is something around 90, 100 maximum. It's out of 200, you need to score above 90. It's 100, 110, that range. So if you are able to score 100 marks out of 200, you will qualify the prelims paper 1 and CSAT paper 2, prelims paper 2. 67 marks, decent marks, qualifying marks only required. So this is very fundamental, and this is the reality. If you have the pain, if you have the tension, like I didn't cover the syllabus, I didn't cover the entire chapters, I didn't do this thing, that thing, there is no point in such kind of concerns. UPC has given a very defined syllabus both in prelims and mains, and every subject, be it history, economy, geography, polity, environmental science, science and tech, or current affairs, we should have a well defined idea what all things we have to cover in each subject. In fact, that is done by the subject experts. They give us an idea, they give an idea what all things we have to cover in history, what all things we have to cover in geography or economy or polity or environment or the science and tech, even current affairs too. Similar way, CSAT faculty or team of faculty guide you what all things you have to cover in CSAT. Because here the purpose is you have to strategize, you have to prioritize, you have to invest quality time on the higher yielding areas, higher rewarding areas, because you need to just clear the cutoff in paper 1 and paper 2. Not supposed to solve all the 100 questions and you're not supposed to score 200 out of 200 just to clear the cutoff. But still, why many students fail? Just because of this tension and this, just because of this like, I mean, confusion, that how to answer the questions, how many questions they should attempt, what all kind of the questions they should attempt, how to apply the logic or how to approach the applied questions. These things, over these areas, many are confused. So let me tell you very frankly, these are some areas which I would like to clear with you. Stress management, that is an art, and you have to excel in that stress management area, which is very much essential to clear this examination. Right from reading the questions to answering the questions to shading those bubbles, every action in your examination hall matters a lot. And practicing UPC standard, UPC pattern exams in the same ambience, that also boost your confidence, that help you or that helps you to tackle, overcome such a stress or strain oriented situations. Understanding the pattern, second thing, important. UPSC questions, UPSC pattern, if you check from 2011 to 2022, every year UPSC brings up some change, some surprises. That's why it is always said it is unpredictable. India has lots of civil service coaching institutes, but every year UPSC releases a set of 100 fresh questions. Let me tell you, my dear friends, if you studied well, practiced well, revised well, and you learned the art of applying your logic into what you learned, with which you are able to apply the elimination, still you have the hope here. Not necessary all the 100 questions you must attempt accurately. Not necessary you must score 200 out of 200. You should know how to reduce that negative marks or negative marking, how to boost your score by attempting those questions which you feel the sure shot. Yes, of course, every exam, every paper, if you have a cross analysis, you can see that every year UPC in the prelims examination in paper 1, 35 to 40 questions, they are moderate questions only. They are moderate questions only. You can easily answer them if you studied very well, if you revised very well, if you practiced very well. 30 to 40 questions are answerable. Even I personally know many aspirants, especially the veteran aspirants, with just 2 months preparation, they crack prelims every year. So, clearing prelims is a cakewalk, is easy, provided you have n number of practices, you have the best effective methods of revisions, and if you understood the changing trends and patterns of these UPC papers. Similar way, There is also a confusion for many aspirants, like what all the books to be covered when it comes to examination, especially the last 5 months, 6 months. Many aspirants are confused like this, covering as much books as possible. Yeah, many ask me, sir, I read NCRT, Tamil Nadu edition, old edition, new edition, Arctica, Antarctica edition for history. In addition to that, I read Shekhar Bandopade, Biban Chandra, Romila Thapar, or Ubender Singh, and lot of things. Nothing wrong in that. I always appreciate if you are or you have the time to read books. That is always nice only. But the problem is you are spending lot of time on ordering these books, buying these books, and reading these books. Suppose you imagine for every subject you read at least 5 books. So you imagine how much effort you put into that. And what is the use of it? Actually, what is required here is, let me tell you my strategy. You must have some sort of comprehensive material which has the references, or which has the references of multiple sources. And if there is a guru, if there is a guide, to make you understand what all things you have to focus or not to focus. Don't you think that is the better idea? If you have the finest comprehensive material with you, okay, that is compiled by referring multiple sources, and a good mentor or a guru to guide you how to cover that book, what all things you have to cover, things will be much easier. Yeah, history, economy, geography, polity, whatever the subjects, things will be much easier for you. That is the finest solution, I would say, because this short span of time, this just a 6 month or 7 month, if your strategy is like buying lots of books for every subject and reading it one by one, that the reading alone will consume lot of time. Now the question is, where will you get the time for revision? Before prelims, every subject minimum 5 times you have to revise well. You must be in, after revisions, you must be in a position to solve all the previous year's questions in one go. Also, you should be in a position, any applied questions from the knowledge you accumulated, any questions, you should be in a position to, yes, reach out to the right answer. Attempting any questions, you should be in a position to answer any questions. So here your focus has to be not on reading things but on revising things. Once you understood, take lesser time for understanding the concepts, then give more time for revision, multiple rounds of revisions. And revision also include practice of previous year's questions and UPC standard model questions or mock questions, because that is the best solution. That is the best solution to attempt maximum number of questions in the UPC examination with accuracy. Don't ever expect that yes, the so-called solved questions would be asked in the examination. That will never happen. And also don't ever expect that yes, all these elimination strategies, the Spider-Man strategy, Minnal Murli strategy, or this Lotus strategy, or Wonderla strategy, this strategy, that strategy, that will work out in the examination hall. The elimination strategies and the logic, that is always subjective, I practice n number of questions, and my logic, the way I think, the way I approach the questions, is not necessary that that should suit others also. Okay, I apply some of my logics, some of my elimination methods into questions. Probably or maybe that works out for me. Doesn't mean the same thing or same thought process will work for others. But here one thing is common. You must also learn the art of connecting your thought process with that of UPSC. Connecting your thought process that with demand of that UPSC, that is very important. How you eliminate the choices doesn't matter. How you apply your logic doesn't matter. What matters is you must be in a position to reach out to the right answer. So if you go for shortcuts, that will not save you. Okay, there are no such so-called, like in a textbook, no such written rules are there. With these rules, you can, clear this examination. If that is the reality, then everyone who knows these like elimination methods of elimination, they must clear this exam. But unfortunately, the reality is different. So let me tell you, don't ever go for shortcuts, but you can experiment. You can experiment with the different elimination methods, and whatever suits your thought process, whatever suits your logic, that must be applied. So coming to our prelims test series 2023, let me tell you, my dear friends, clearing this examination is possible for everyone. My colleagues, my students, I have seen many started from the very scratch itself, from the zero degree, from the zero level they started. I have seen many clear this examination without much attention, much strain. This is possible for you too, provided you opt to the right track of preparation, revision, and practice. This is possible for the working aspirants, the full-fledged students. This is possible for urban students or rural students. This is possible for North Indian students, South Indian students, or the students in the Northeast, students in the Northwest. Anybody can clear, provided you understand the demand of this examination, the pattern of this examination, and you prepared, revised, practiced according to demand of this examination. So Guru Shishya of Gallant IAS is such a program in which a mentor or a group of mentors is always available for you to support you to take the examination, to make you understand how you come up to that right answer, how can you apply your logic into that particular question, or how to revise those static and dynamic areas, how to solve the related questions or the related questions attached or connected with that particular mother question, or how to strategize your revision series, your practice series of different subjects without wasting time and without boring yourself. This is actually a master craft. This is actually an art of winning a game, a very tricky game, where your presence of mind matters a lot. So in this program, Guru Shishya program, Prelims Test Series 2023, how we revolutionize the entire prelims preparation strategy is we start from the scratch. No matter whether you are a veteran aspirant, you are a beginner, you are giving first time or you are giving last time, the approach is very simple. Finding out your weaknesses, your problems, your issues with clearing this examination, and giving the perfect solution, the applied solution at every stage of this revision preparation. And it is to make you cross the cutoff, clear the cutoff, and make you cross 100 plus. NCRT tests are there, revision tests are there, applied subjects tests are there, full length tests, PYQs tests are there, CSAT tests are there, separate tests for government schemes, budget survey. So this is in such a way that we won't leave any stone unturned in the journey of this preparation. Intention is very simple. This is to make you clear 2023 without much difficulties. You will get a personal mentor. You will get a daily breakdown of the syllabus. You will get micro targets, daily basis targets. You will sit with the mentor every day. You will finish that daily targets. That way, in 6 days, you will finish the entire syllabus of that Sunday exam. Every Sunday's exam is conducted. But before that Sunday, we make sure that the mentor sit with you, mentors sit with you, revise the subject chapter by chapter or module by module, practice a number of previous questions and these UPSC standard model questions, and also these revision sessions or Guru Shishya sittings will also give you an opportunity to open up your mind and clear your doubts, even if it is the blunder doubts also, no matter, because you can treat your mentor as the your best friend or your brother, your sister, that way. So it is a friendly approach, and more than that, it is an aspirant centric approach. We cover everything, both static and current affair areas, and we provide the opportunity for every aspirant to clear their doubts in static or current affair areas or in the application level, and we make them clear this exam with a good score. Good score means that is they must score 100 plus in GS1 or paper 1, and 70 plus or 80 plus in this CSAT. And you need not to trust it blindly. A series of sessions will be released in our YouTube channel, which is a pan India channel, and you can watch them how the things are functioning here. If you feel that they are 100% worthy and they are 100% quality oriented, then you can take this program, and it is very affordable too, just 6,000 only. So this is not just a test series, it is far beyond that. It will make you sit and revise the chapters, the subjects, practice the questions, both the previous years and the model questions, clear your doubts. It helps you to apply your own logic into eliminations and to reaching out the right answer, and it is to rectify your careless errors. It is to make you, or it is to make you come out of the comfort zone and hit any questions with just confidence and your logic, and must be in a position to crack this examination. That's it. The more things I would share in the upcoming series, and here we are signing off. All the best, and if you wish to join this program, you can contact the office You can collect the phone numbers just to call the office members and clear your doubts regarding this program. And if you wish, you can join. And also, let me tell you, we will take only limited number of students to this Guru Shishya program for intensive guidance, for intensive coaching. So if you wish, you can join as early as possible. By saying this, signing off, all the very best wishes to all of you. And let's crack UPSC Prelims 2023 with a 100% confidence and enthusiasm. Thank you.